Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first episode and our first live stream of Eco. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing this strictly live, and it's going to be great. I will introduce you some of the details here in a second of how we're going to be doing things, but let's kick off. We're going to watch the trailer. I'm going to read a little bit from the Steam page about this game, just because I know most of you are going to be new to it. A lot of you may be seeing the replay. We'll get into all the normal stuff here in a moment. Let's watch. This is going to be about 3 minutes long. I'll turn that down a little. So, the Steam page says, enter the world of Eco, a fully simulated ecosystem bustling with thousands of growing plants and animals living their lives. Build, harvest, and take resources from an environment where your every action affects the world around you. An imminent meteor strike threatens global destruction. Can you save the world without destroying it? Construct buildings and towns. Tend to your farm, hunt wildlife, build infrastructure and transportation, craft clothing, build power plants, and research new technologies. Specialize in a craft and trade your goods to other players. Develop your civilization and sculpt your planet. As your civilization grows, you'll need to analyze data from the simulation, evaluating the impact you have on your world. Using this data as evidence in proposed laws, restricting harmful activities without disrupting the advancement of technology. Balance your individual needs with the needs of the communities, all while maintaining the state of the ecosystem. The future of your world is in your hands. There's more. This is a rich simulation. Every organism in Eco exists as part of a detailed simulation. A disruption in one species can have a cascading effect across all the planet. Chop down all the trees and the habitats for creatures will be destroyed. Pollute the rivers with mining waste and your farms will become destroyed and die. The ecosystem supplies the resources and you and your community will need to stop the meteor, manage pollution, mining waste, hunting, and resource collection to balance your effect on this system. Whoa! Very cool, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying. Trailer playing in the background here, backed by science. Eco is built on a rich ecological simulation. All of the data generated from the interaction of plants, animals, climate, and players can be searched and analyzed using in-game graphs and heat maps. The collected information as scientific evidence used to support proposed laws. The ability to debate using scientific evidence is your greatest weapon against the destruction of your world. There is player-run government. You can establish and maintain your own set of laws, which are enforced automatically by the game. Draft a proposal limiting clear-cutting in a protected forest. Incentivize green energy solutions over fossil fuels by providing tax subsidies and penalties. Participate in elections for world leadership, allowing you to set tax rates and allocate community money. Using a programmable law system to make dynamic and flexible rules for the community, passing them by vote. Construct a wide variety of governments, from tightly regulated dictator states to tax and spend subsidy programs, or even lawless communities relying on trust. Your skills increase based on your food and your shelter. By consuming a highly nutritious variety of food and building an elaborate home, you will rapidly increase your skill points that can be spent on farming, hunting, trading, engineering, etc., etc. So guys, this game, there's a lot more to the description that I managed to get out in that 3 minutes. This is the game. It is Eco, and we're going to be doing something different than we have done in the past. You guys are familiar with the Geeks. Okay, let's go ahead and hide this. You are familiar with the Geeks. You are familiar with the Patreon community that Arali the Geek and I have brought together over the last year, mostly playing Ark, but also playing Islands, among other games. Well, we are going to, for Eco, be expanding even more. We are going to be taking the Geeks and combining them with the supporters of our friend Tagback TV on YouTube. So all of Tag's people and all of our people who choose to play the game are going to be together in this world. We will have to work together to stop the meteor and to not destroy the world in the process. Going to be quite exciting. So there's the server. You can see tags/geeks eco craziness. Day 2 of 30, I think. Is that right? 5 users online, and a bunch of those are going to be in chat with me shortly. But before we get to that point, what we're going to do is play through some of the super early stages of the game. I'm going to begin, since he's in chat. Shout out to Disorderly Craft, hooked me up with a key for the game. And I know a lot of you guys said hello this morning. I don't think I'm going to go through and catch up on everybody, but hello to everybody who's watching. Good morning. I'm excited to play. We're going to do a stream this afternoon for a couple hours, and then this evening, when Tag is off work, we're going to get together with Tag and do a little stream. I think Arali was going to be around for this one, but before I chat with anybody, including Arali, I'm going to take you guys into the game, and we will play through the super early stages, play through the tutorial steps of the game, and we'll do that together, and then once that's done, I'll hop into chat with Dusty. with Joe. Oh, let me hide this from you guys here for a sec. How do I do this? Yeah, that's fine. Do this. Nope. Huh. That's not gonna work. How about... Oh, that's the wrong screensaver, but that will work. I didn't put... Here, let's fix that. I'll find the right thing. I was so smooth up until this very moment, guys. How about that as a screensaver while I type in the password? Yeah, so we'll get together with people. We'll do some co-streaming along with some of your favorite people. Okay, UTC has returned to the game. Ooh, the game music's a little loud for us, guys. Let me know how to balance it out with my own voice. I think I've got the right volume there. We'll turn the SFX down a little bit. Okay, so the people who I know will be here are Dusty, who I played a little bit with last night, Joe, there was one of Tag's patrons, I think Sunny? Is that the person's name? I believe so. I think so. And Tag we'll play with later today, a rally we might play with later today as well. And if we don't dig this in-game music, we'll figure out our own. I think that'll be fine. I'll get some music set up if we decide to use it. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, Eco chillin'. There's Joe and Dusty there now. We'll figure it out after that, guys. And let's get the screensaver off the screen for you. And get rid of this. Sorry. Noobing my way through this. So smooth up until that moment. Okay, and now... Whoa, come on. And now I do this. Okay, so this is our world. That's what I called the stream. This is our world, and we are going to have to protect it from a meteor, which is going to potentially destroy it in time. Now, I believe Tag's people are already out in the world, so you can see, guys, the tooltips up in the top left. I mentioned to the people in chat. I'm going to do this before I do anything. And welcome, people. 44 people tuning in right out the gate. That is welcome. That is lovely. Hello to Terrell. Hello to Jendaya. Hello to Disorderly. Hello to Rachel. Hello to William. Hello to Sinful Souls. I am doing very well today, for those of you asking. So, let's go ahead, and if we press tab, we get to pull this up. The Meteor. Brace yourself and look up. I wasn't able to do this the entire time I played last night, so we'll see if I can figure it out today. While this world lives on peacefully, its destruction orbits overhead. A meteor slowly spiraling closer. Together with your fellow citizens, you will need to advance the civilization to a level of technology capable of stopping it. If you saw in that trailer, there were like space cannons that could blast a meteor. Find the meteor in the sky. You may need to wait until it orbits to this side of the world. Okay, well, let's see. I think at this early stage it's going to be quite tiny, right? So I did this so many times yesterday and I never saw it. So if you guys see it and you want me to react, do try to let me know. Okay, now the next thing is worldview. So we're going to get to take a look at the map. I can do that by clicking over here. Okay, so that is me, and I am actually right, it looks like I'm right on top of somebody's claimed land. UTC reputation. Oh no, not. Oh, maybe I do. Interesting, that looks like I've already claimed land. Okay, and if you look over here, we have Skid's repair station. Sunny, okay, so these are Tags people have taken up residence on this river. And so we can scroll. Oh, come on, what's happening here? What is that? Justice? Was that person's name? Justine. Repair shop. Workbench. Sneaky Badger. I know that name from one of Tag's videos. Okay, so if we scroll around, I'm going to look and see if my people are somewhere in particular. And if not, we'll figure out when we get into chat. But we'll play through the very basic tooltips here. I think it might make me claim some land. So I wonder if I should figure out where they are before I start. And try and work my way to them. So, based on what Dusty did yesterday, I'm going to look for a location. And it's okay. I know I could hop in chat and they could tell me, but I kind of want to see how easy it would be for us to figure something like this out on our own. Repair station. So, this is the world, guys. It's really not that huge. We could circumnavigate it pretty well. And so those are... Okay, this is Tagged people on this river. Okay, they are all over the place already. That's interesting. Okay, well, anyway, we'll figure it out. I might have to get you guys to tell me where to find you. Campfire. That doesn't help me. Anyway, this is the world. I'll see their coordinates. So, Dusty told you several times in the in-game chat last night that I had the Meteor disabled to start with. Oh, okay, well, I'm a doofus. Alright, well, thank you, buddy. Thank you, man. Sometimes I miss the obvious. Alright, so anyway, we open the map, find an icon, mouse over it, open the side panel, and select different world layers. Okay, so we can do that. Pop this open, and let's say we want to see where all the bison are. I think that's a thing, right? Cooking, economy, players, treat. Maybe not. I thought I saw some different things. World layer. Yeah. Bison. Okay. So there you go. And if we go, is that us right there? What do we got there? That's Lady Tiamat. This is us right here. So there should be bison. This looks like a hot zone for bison if I make a left and head this way. Right? This way. So you can see me on the map. That's interesting. Okay, and then we're going to put that away. Click drop waypoint in the side panel. Let's do that. Right, and then if I go tab, in-game I can actually click on that waypoint, and I can remove it. Right, tab, let's hide this little tab. That's the bison filter still up. That's interesting. Okay, let's hide that. Okay, now it wants me to claim property. I think before I do this, I should... let's see what this says. Oh, a rally. Oh, he's here. Okay, we'll have to get in voice chat then. Yeah, he's not in that voice chat over there. Let's go see if we can see him. And let me know what you guys think of the in-game music. We can ditch it and we can play our own. Some of the stuff we were playing for the Long Dark stream last night. Thank you, by the way, if you came out for that. It was a great stream. There's that. That's not a rally. That's a turtle. So this world is very cool. There he is. Handsome fella. Oh, handsome lady. Hello, ma'am. All right. Let's the claim property thing, guys. I can unclaim once we figure out where to go. So claim property. Let's try this. So property claim flag. If I press B, we've got this backpack. Drag that onto the hotbar, and I go level 1 and place. Okay, so I will have now claimed a tiny swath of land, and I now have a deed for the land. So let's tab and let's have a look at the deed. What does it say? Right click to change access rights, and I'm going to say delete deed. There we go. I think I've unclaimed that land. So now we get into the the actual steps of how you play the game. Digging! And we now have a wooden shovel. So let's go ahead. Oh, do I still need to have land to dig? Nope, we're good. And I can put that back. So I can dig it, take it away, and put it right here. There we go. Wow, I made that worse. What did I do? I was trying to fix the hideous mess. Alright. Select your wooden shovel added to your toolbar. I did. Left click to get a shovel of dirt. Place the dirt. How does it not track that I already did this? And we'll put that down in this in a hole here. There we go. Okay, so you can move the dirt around.
Right.
Not bad. Disorderly. Well, thank you, sir.
Smash the like button, grin.
Let me. I changed the size of that so it would work with the other ones, but now it's hidden by my silly head. Okay, we'll see you, Jake. Thank you, bud. Okay, and if I go over here, hit escape, we have now done the digging. Let's take a look at mining. Select the stone pickaxe. There we go. And now I'll go find something that resembles some stone, because this is all dirt. So if we look around, we will find somewhere, we will find something that resembles some stone. We seem to be in like the open plains right now. Target a rock and break it apart. There's some. Found a rock. Okay, so let's head over here. We'll test out this little theory, guys. Awesome crowd popping out for the start of the stream. That is not. That is somebody's mining stuff. But somewhere over here, there's some rocks in the desert region. Let's go ahead over here and chop these down. Oh, and bison. We've seen our first bison. And some kind of pheasant creature. Check that bison out, guys. So if we destroy its habitat, it will disappear from the world. If we overhunt it, it will disappear from the world. Okay, so now we would get this. We pick these up. Now you notice this says carrying. That means it can't just go in our inventory. We have to kind of hold on to stuff like this. And if we want to, then we place it, and we can go like this, boom, and we can just put a little stack of that stuff there, which we could later use. If it's in a stockpile, we can use it for crafting. And what's up, Joe? The music seems to have stopped entirely, so why don't we do this? I'm going to mute it, and we're going to play some of our own tunes. So let's start right here. I think this is better. I intended for us to get going on some music of our own, I think. I just wanted to see how good the in-game music was, but I think we'll rock our own thing. All right, so now it says chop down a tree. So if I go tab, I click this. Okay, now it says you have got a stone axe. Collect it and chop until a tree falls over, then chop the felled logs up. Let's go number 4. And we found a part of the map without a heck of a lot of trees. So let's go see if we can stumble our way onto a tree. Jeremy saying Autumn House. I don't know if you mean in this game. If you mean in Ark, then yes, that's on my to-do list. Is a new one. New one of those. Okay. And I see somebody's little structure over here. Wow, the trees are very vacant. I guess we started off in some plains. I'll hustle until I spot some trees here for us, guys. I guess that makes sense. I went towards where the bison are. Okay, and look, I see a bunch of structures. So we may be coming up to one of those rivers where the tag geeks are. They probably don't call themselves geeks, if I had to imagine. The music comes and goes throughout the day. That's cool. Well, then we'll keep our own steady music rocking and rolling. This is... Oh, I can open. Does it tell me whose? Well, why don't we check on the old maps key? What? That's UTC. Silver Fox. Okay, so this is Silver Fox's joint. That's another tag patron. Building a little house. So this is kind of cool. I think what we're going to do for our crew, whoever's on today, we're going to... Wow, there's no trees. Did they chop them all already? We're going to have to institute some global laws. No, I'm sure. Okay, if I head this way, I see trees. So we can use the map to kind of scout out where forests would be and that sort of thing. I think that's what we'll do. I think our people, we're going to try and build together in a little spot at first. Maybe we can open up access to our places for each other. Open up access to our crafting stations and try and have just one central spot, or keep our bases quite close together to start. Especially because tags people are a little bit further along, and we got some catching up to do. So I do see trees. I do see more housing over here. It makes sense that they set up along this river. This is a very good location. And Dusty, who is going to be with me in chat as soon as I get comfortable here. If you open up the inventory, it'll tell you who owns it. Well, thank you, Dusty. I just wanted to do a little intro before we got to anything with the people, and I just started because I'll get distracted and start blah blah blahing. So just doing a little test chop of a tree here, guys. And it is getting dark on us. The darkness in this game is not bad. It's not like the long dark, which we were playing yesterday. Darkness is it's really not a problem. It's kind of nice at night. Wow, that stump's unbreakable. Okay, so I can chop this. I can chop this. And now we need to break this into log bits, okay? Break that into log bits. And now I can pick this up. Same way we did with the stone. Chop. Oh, wrong tool. Somehow. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's place these down. God, I got a lot of freaking lumber out of this. What the heck? How do you get so much lumber? Lord. Did I get all the log? No. I don't know. Hard to see what's happening at night. I'm going to leave that little log pile there for the moment, guys. I just wanted us to work through some of these basics. Perfect. And it is getting a little dark, but you can see it's not the darkest of nights. So we'll make this work, and then we'll go hop into chat with everybody. Sean wanted me to kill a bison. I think we got to figure out hunting before we get to that point. Process raw logs. That means the workbench. I think this is about the point, guys, where it's going to... Okay, it's given us the workbench. I think this is about the time, though, where it'll make sense for us to group up with people and hop in chat. So I see a Rally's muted, Joe's muted, but Dusty's there in chat. So I will undeafen myself and go from there. All right, guys. How's it going? Not sure who can hear me, but... Live stream started. I saw Rally's lovely female character in the world.
I'm still getting stuff set up, man.
Oh, all good. It's nighttime anyway. I'm trying to figure out if I've exactly whose place I'm at here, and I'll try and stumble my way to Dusty's. There's a bunch of little houses already set up around the world.
Yeah, I'm not able to get in. Every time I join the server, I join as Traveler Wings instead
Yes.
of myself. So I'm actually talking with the devs on GitHub right now.
And did you have I know you mentioned you had a bit of a spot in mind. Is that somewhere I should head and maybe start doing a little work? I know you probably don't know
Yeah,
coordinates off the top of your head.
last I was on, Joab was there. Let's see where. I'm looking at your stream. I think you're kind of on the other side of the world from where I had in mind.
Oh, there's a giant ocean in this thing. Okay. And I think this
Yeah.
is...
Oh, so on my server, like half of the world is ocean.
Okay, well, Arali is back where I spawned in. I'll head in that general direction. I mean, there's islands out here. There's a big forested plain with... Would you guys have set anything up? I know you said you're having trouble staying properly logged in. It's a known glitch that you sometimes log in as somebody else, which is bizarre. I could always, too, just set out a little plot of land, keep going on some of the basics, and unclaim it later.
Right.
But
so the area I had in mind is very forested.
Okay.
Kind of a mountainous, with a river running through it.
Ooh, is it the one I'm approaching, do you think? I'll let you catch up and see what's on the stream, but I am in a forested area. Not crazy mountainous, but there's a river running through the middle. Desert on one side, ocean on the other. And if not, I'll do a little scan. Whoops! I'll do a little scan through the map and see if there could be another region like that I'm missing. Yeah, there is another one.
Yeah, if I remember right, it was around 160. I believe we're right about the coordinates.
Ooh, okay. Right, okay. I think I can probably find my way there. 100.
There was a lot of stone and trees in the same area, which is kind of important.
Oh, I see Joe. Okay. I see Joe. So if I were to go, let's see. The drop waypoint thing, do you drop it at...
You drop it at your current location.
I see. Okay. So then I would have to get rid of it at my current location. Okay. But I think I've found it. Let me see here. So it would be... Where was Joe? Somewhere over here. Okay. So I need to walk the direction I'm walking. Okay, so I'm going to hide the map, hide some of these tooltips, and we'll just walk and travel a little bit through the night here, guys. I'll try and gather up some food, because at some point here I'm going to get a little hungry. This plant is dead. Oh, geez, that's a bad sign. Probably not. I imagine that happens. A natural part of the life cycle, I imagine.
Yep. And there is a bug right now where the dead plants don't disappear. So if you want them to go away, you just have to dig them up.
Okay. Yeah, dozens of various... Okay, and eat food is a new thing for me, so... a new thing that it's going to ask me to do. I just ate some huckleberries. And yeah, we'll do a little traveling by night, guys. I can keep that map up. But basically, the eat food thing, it's going to ask you to eat food with eat food with proteins, carbs, fats, vitamins. Good lord. This world's confusing. There's Joe.
So tomatoes are a good balance to start out with. Right. Huckleberries give you a lot of vitamins, which the tomatoes are a little low on, if I remember right. So those two will give you a good balance to start with.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep an eye out for those. And I'm out of the forest, guys, so we should be traveling across a field. It will be nighttime, but it should be very easy to see. And I guess I can hide this layers of this map and just keep going. So this is going to be very interesting with the two communities coming together, try and pass laws without the world going to crap. I really like the idea of that. I think it's probably the perfect game for for attempting this, bringing Tags people and the Geeks together. Someone's saying, kill all the bison. Come on, guys, you don't understand how the game's supposed to work. We need to maintain a perfect balance with our world. Corn, nice. And and another thing about this game, guys, that your skill points, if you look in the bottom left there, it says 10 skill points for me. I haven't unlocked anything yet, but I'm going to focus on the carpenter woodworking abilities, that sort of a thing. And what was I going to say? Oh, and the rate at which you accrue those skill points is determined by how you're living your life. So having good nutrition and good shelter is going to mean that you're able to acquire more skills more quickly. And Dusty, you were saying with the way that the stats are set up on this server that we'll really have to kind of pick some specializations, get good at a thing, and do that for our community.
Yep, and we'll have to talk to Tag. Apparently he's considering raising the rates a little bit, but he might. It'll depend. It'll depend on what we decide there. I think it's fairly good the way it's set up, and the way the way the housing works, it's kind of weird. I haven't really figured it all out yet. I think the housing is still a little buggy.
There is a massive canyon between me and where I'm trying to go. I don't think I can make this jump at this stage in the game. What do we got there? Mushrooms. Interesting. Okay, there is a place where I should be able to...
So you don't take any fall damage, so as long as you can climb up the other side, it won't be an issue.
Steep-walled canyon, man. It is steep.
Oh yeah, I'm just catching up now. I see that.
Oh, it's good. I just want to find a good spot where I can do a little sprint and jump action. And okay, I'm gonna try it right here. Nope, didn't make it at all. Okay. All right, so now to see where this canyon leads. The good news is I have tools that can allow me to dig my way out if I were to get stuck, but I'm sure I won't. Well, maybe I will. It's a little bit hard to see. Okay, people, sorry about this. Swimming upstream a little. Alright, here's a little land. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no fall damage is nice. I still need to cross over another stream here. Okay, beautiful. Oh, I'm in a hole. Now, the planet's not huge. I mean, you can travel from one side of it to another over the course of a day, it seems like, right? I don't know if you can actually keep up with the sun, but you can make pretty good progress around the planet. And I need to go this way, I think. Let's go ahead and check that map again here, guys. Yep. Okay, so we're not that far from Joe. And this area does look good. Quite different from that other area I was at. Much hillier. So what was influencing your kind of thinking on picking a spot to start? Obviously, we're going to want access to wood and stone. That's going to be part of the thinking. Easy access to that stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely need easy access to wood and stone. Wood primarily to start with, and then as you get a little bit, I mean, it's not terribly far, but as you get a little more advanced, you'll start needing a lot of stone. And then there's also, if I remember right, yeah, there's a river right in that area, which is probably that canyon you were in, which provides you can get water power.
Right.
Via a water wheel.
Now, had you figured out much of the property claiming thing? Like, are we all going to have our own little chunks of property claimed and then open up permissions on them? Or should we, or will we have one, for example, like, you know?
Yeah, probably what I would suggest is we just start like a village type, where each person will build their own house.
Right.
Maybe we can save up some of the extra plots that each person doesn't need, and we can build a big like town center type thing.
Your town center.
So
What a burn.
Oh, I'm so good at this. So where are we doing? I'm
okay.
back at that place now.
Yeah. So have you have you pulled up the map?
No.
Okay.
M, I assume? Okay,
Yes,
got
try
it.
that, and then what you're going to be able to do is scroll around a little
Oh.
bit, and if you find coordinates that are roughly around 100 each, that's roughly the area that we're in. I'll tell you to be more specific. I guess it's like 40, 60, something like that. But if you just drag around the map, you'll see it, and then you'll be able to kind of figure out... I just did a journey from roughly where you are to roughly where Joe is. And this spot is the spot that Dusty thinks is going to be good for our peeps.
Oh, I think I can see you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see you. That's so cool.
Yeah. And if you so what I did when I started a rally, I don't know if you're streaming or anything yet.
I am. Yep.
Okay, so what I did was I just kind of went out of voice chat and played through some of like the tooltip things where it'll tell you how to dig and how to chop a tree and etc. etc. I'm happy to hang out while you go through that. If I can help in any way, I will. But I went through that, and it's pretty basic. Like it'll go, here's how you use the map, and then it'll make you use the map to search for, say, bison, and then it basically kind of like any other game, forcing you to learn what you're doing.
And it gives you the basic tools as you do that to get started.
So
Okay.
as you get through the first couple tooltips, it'll get one will pop up that goes chop a tree, dig some dirt, mine some stone. And then as you do each one, it'll give you a pick, an axe, and a shovel. And I'm just doing a little scouting of the area around here. It's pretty. I was going to say it's pretty. It's pretty gorgeous.
It's going to be a little while back on the stream, but you were on some black rocks.
Yeah.
Those are coal.
Oh, cool.
Which you can just mine just as normal.
Ooh.
And
yep.
It will... So like wood, I believe, has a 4,000 BTU, and coal has a 20,000 BTU. So we'll want that when we start getting into foraging stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm not sure which of these rocks it was, but I'll have a look for some that look a little darker. Yeah. No, I'm not sure I've stumbled exactly on those ones, but I did find some minerals yesterday when I was mining through things. Or not mining, when I was like playing through the basics. I found something that definitely wasn't stone. It had little flecks of gold in it, basically. But I didn't get to any of them.
Yeah, so the ones with the gold are copper ore.
Right.
And the ones, there's some darker specks that are iron.
Okay. Interesting. So this is just regular stone I found here.
Yeah, it was up at the top of there's kind of a cleared mountaintop area.
Ah, I think I found it. Let me see here. Hold on a sec. I'm derping my way through this. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm at it now. Okay. And carrying. It looks like coal in my thing. I'm not sure if there's a way to check. Let me tab and hover over it.
Yeah,
coal.
Tab and hover.
Cool. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. And it's the same size and shape as the regular stones. Very cool. So where are you at, O'Reilly, in terms of those tool tips? What's it got you doing? Oh, he muted. Never mind. He took my advice. Good. He's probably just streaming and blah blah blah, and I don't have to worry about interrupting him. It works that way. So I think I'll claim a little chunk of land. Should I stay maybe a little bit further away from the river? I could do up on these open plains.
So, yeah, I would. For you, we talked about you doing a carpentry thing. I just picked somewhere with a lot of trees nearby.
Yep, I see that. I think anywhere in this area looks pretty good, but I'll do a little scout. This looks like a particularly dense region up on this river that runs to the ocean.
Yeah, we'll have to figure stuff out later.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't gotten to the point where we need water wheels and stuff yet. So once we get to that point, we might decide we want to move somewhere, but that's fairly easy to do.
And a question for people watching the stream: what do you think about first person, third person? Because I've just enabled third person when I found Joe. Okay, this is stunning. So pretty. Yeah, so I think, we talked about, and Dusty's going to get into some of the stonemason abilities, and I was going to start with some of the woodworking stuff, just as a builder. That seemed like the way to go. We'll work our way up here. Look at this beautiful, stunning deer. I can't wait till we've completely destroyed the environment.
So I heard back from the devs, and it's a fix that has come out in the build version, but it hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
So the problem was that person created their character before authorization was required, and so that character had no account associated with it. So when I logged in, because authentication is required now, it tied that character to my account.
Interesting. So have you got a clue on how to sort of untie it, or do we have to delete that
I'm gonna have to work with Tag on that.
Okay. Well, I know he's working, but simultaneously able to answer messages within a couple of minutes usually. So.
Right. Basically, the fix they said was we'd have to pick up everything related to that character. So unclaimed plots, pick up any carts, that sort of thing, and put it all in a chest, and then delete the character. And then I can recreate a character, and they can recreate a character, and then they can reclaim all their stuff.
Jeez Louise, eh? Well, we should figure out if they've even gotten far. They might just say screw it. Although, I guess if you're them, you could see what they've accomplished. I don't know.
Yeah, let me start the game back up.
Alright, and I'm going to pull out, guys, this little land claiming flag. And it's not highlighting a little region like it was before, I wonder. Huh. I wonder why I can't see what it's claiming. Before I could see a little well, maybe that's a third person, first person thing. Let's try this, because that is the only thing I've done different. Yep, that's it. Okay, so third person, not the most useful, because you can't exactly see what you're doing. Alright. Okay, so a small chunk of land claimed here on the edge of the forest. Beautiful. Interesting. Okay. Well, alright. And then I'm going to get to work, guys. I'm going to start working through some of the basic things that we're going to need for this thing. Number one is going to be this workbench thing. I forget exactly what it was called. It's called the workbench. Nailed it. Traveler's Wings has returned to the game. Welcome back, Dusty.
It looks like they've only put a few levels into a few things. They don't have a whole lot. Let's see.
Give me a quick sec. I'll be right back. Guys, I'm not doing the best job. This game is brand new to me, so I'm learning as I go, and I'm trying to keep up in chat with everybody who's in the game. So I'm not doing the best job keeping up with chat. I did want to take a moment and say what's up to Red, a guy who was here for every single stream for like 6 months straight, has had to take some time off IRL for IRL stuff. He says, Boss, your beard is getting towards my epic level. Yeah, you've been gone a while, Red. This thing keeps growing. And thank you to everybody. We're sitting at 50 viewers. Oh, come on. I think this little viewer count is failed to be up to date as usual. Get your crap together. 49, that works for me. And let me see what I'm missing. Loving the music. What's up, Ninja? Careful when you claim your land so you don't waste land claim items. Thank you. Well, I'm stumbling through it, Lover Bunny. I'm going to use some basic stuff. First person is nice. I'll stick with that for now. And Sean, I don't know about your level 3000 creature. I don't know. I'll be streaming Ark, I'm sure, tomorrow at some point, or playing Ark sometime tomorrow, so we can chat more about Ark then. Okay, so the workbench. Let's take a look, guys. This is me learning, but let's go back and chat with these guys. Okay, I'm back. Stockpiles seem to be about one of the most important, sort of the first things you'd want to grab. This is a bigger tree than we were dealing with last time. Oh. What? Oh, I'm too hungry to work. This is a very important skill. And we'll eat. Okay, we're gonna try and go find some tomatoes at some point. That's interesting. It's keeping me from working because I got a lack of nutrition. And we'll put some points into the skill. We'll take a look at these skill points here in a second too, guys. Once we get this big old tree felled. And if one little tree gave us like 16 logs, I have no idea what this behemoth of a tree is going to give us.
Most trees I was getting somewhere around 40 to 50 logs.
Right. Is there a limit to that, what you're currently carrying thing? Or can you just keep
20.
Okay.
Yeah, and sorry, I was on the phone. But yeah, the stockpile is very important.
Oh, no worries, my man. Oh, there's Joe. What's up, dude? I'm too hungry to work constantly, so I'm gonna need to make sure I get going on some food.
Yeah, it takes to start out with. It takes somewhere around 10 tomatoes to fill your food up.
Interesting.
And then as you increase in levels, you can increase your food capacity, and you can also increase your calorie efficiency, so you don't need food as much.
Right. Like it. God,
And also,
unshufflable.
cooked food is a lot better than raw.
Right, that makes total sense. Campfire is your first step on that front, I would imagine.
Yeah, and we'll probably need someone to specialize in that.
Yes. I'll take
farming and cooking.
I'll take a look at those abilities here in a sec, guys. So we finally chopped this log up. I can't carry. Okay, I'm maxed. All right. So what I'm going to do while I think it's while I'm carrying this, I can go into the workbench and make the stockpile order. Perfect. Now this thing we're going to be able to put down. It's going to look like a little square with a little tiny low fence around it. And we'll go from there. What's up, Luna?
You'll want a storage chest as well.
Okay, cool. Workbench, bow, construction post, dirt ramp, farmer's table, fishery, repair station, research table, road, tool, small wood cart. Oh, wow. The amount of stuff we already have. Okay, and then let's take a look at these skill points here, guys. So survivalist, I guess you learn basic crafting, level 1, and then that gives us access to basic crafting efficiency. I assume we want to do most of this stuff, right, Dusty?
Yeah,
Basic
all the
crafting
stuff in the
speed.
survivor stuff, basic crafting, and then the strong back and the big stomach, I think it is, and then the calorie efficiency are the ones on the right.
All right. Well, those are my initial points, and then I'll try this carpenter one. Logging, I'll go with first. And we'll go with logging efficiency and logging damage. Oh, and I still got some points left, so let's go take a look at this hewing. We'll learn that, and we'll go log processing, and boom. Okay. Oh. And there you go. I've spent all my skill points for now. Okay, and I should now have, if I go backpack, I should now have... Ooh, maybe I need to go into here to grab my stockpile thing. Okay, collect. Right. And then if I go backpack, I now have stockpile. Let's put this on the hotbar. And, okay, interesting. Now, does this have to be in my territory, or can I place it? It looks like I can place it anywhere. Interesting.
Yeah, you can place it anywhere, but you can only restrict access to it if it's in your territory.
Ooh, okay, cool. Okay, I gotcha. There you go. And so now I can walk up to this and I can just dump full stacks of wood in there. Which...
Yep, just walk up to it and right click and it will put everything that you're carrying into it.
Beautiful. Joe, I made a stockpile. I know you're muted, but if you can hear me, I've got a little stockpile going there for us. And then the workbench, which is nearby, will be able to pull from that stockpile. So I don't have to have this in my... I don't have to be carrying the wood as I walk up to this like I did with making the stockpile. I can now go here and go... oh, storage was a thing. Okay.
So I don't know if anyone can hear you guys in my stream, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I had some issue with an audio driver that updated that I didn't want to update, and now everything's kind of been a little wonky since then.
You should be able to see, like, as you talk, I can see the little desktop audio thing go up in the mixer, right?
I can see it too, but they said earlier they couldn't hear you guys, so I don't know if I've just got you too quiet. I guess, yeah, let me know, guys, in stream how the volume is in general. If the music and stuff is too quiet, maybe that's part of it.
Have you been working your way through some of the basics, my man?
Yep, I'm almost done with the tutorial stuff. I'm heading your direction while doing that. Looks like I gotta hang a right here to get down to you guys, so...
Cool.
What do berries and such look like?
Oh, yeah, I should go find myself some food. So there's little plants all throughout. The berries just seem to be... I would say point your face down towards the ground as you're walking through, you know, an area full of plants, and you'll often see little ones that get a little green highlight around them. And then those are collectible things. There's ferns where you'll get, like... I don't know what I was getting off ferns. Either seeds or fiber or something. But definitely not food. But then if I go find... There's going to be, like, tomatoes and berries and corn. Corn's kind of obvious.
A wolf.
Oh, really?
So they can only hear me talking, so that's got to be on my side for something else. So give me just a second while I deafen you guys for a second.
You got it, man. Oops, my character's getting stuck. Ooh, somebody's got a fricked up hole down here. Wow, there's a whole underground... What the heck? Okay, plant is dead. Yeah, this forest is not good for food, necessarily. I'm not seeing a lot.
Yeah, I found most of the food to be in the plains, especially corn, wheat. The one thing that you'll find in the forest a lot more is huckleberries. Huckleberries are rare. Everywhere else, they're only in certain regions. Every world that I've created, huckleberries have only been in one location on the world.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, can't use it, need permission. Okay, cool. Well, let me go figure that out, my man. Was this my workbench? I think so. I just did a little loop-de-loop. Okay. So, let's figure out how permissions work. Authorization. Authorize a rally. Joe. Interesting. Okay. Should be done now. Mode inherited, public whitelist. Okay, cool. Okay. Should be good. Okay, and we're on nighttime again, guys. So I think let's head over to this workbench thing. I think we could probably make a torch. I did that yesterday. Campfire. Why don't we go ahead and do that then? That'll light up the night. Lunaku's asking if I still love islands. For sure. I've got some new island stuff coming out this week, and then I think I might do some creative builds. Oh, I don't have enough stone for the campfire. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that then. Oh. break 2 or 3 of these. Okay, campfire, 4 of 8. I think it's completing now. We shall see, guys. Wayne encouraging everybody to click the like button. Always a good thing if you guys do that. Makes a difference. And let's tab and make sure we've eaten. Let's go ahead and eat some corn. Nutrition now provides 20 skill per day. Oh, you know what? That made it worse. I ate corn, then I ate huckleberries. Campfire project. Okay. Return to collect your goods. Collect. Ooh, E. And collect. Okay, so we should now have campfire. If I go like this, maybe. Just right. Open. Oh, check this out, guys. So, oh wow. So from oh, look at, so there's many crafting recipes here. Once you get this thing going, campfire bison, campfire elk, campfire fox. We should probably get to the point where we can kill some food or go fishing, maybe. That would be interesting.
Yeah, someone's gonna need to specialize in hunter, because the base hunter level, you do 1 damage per arrow, which isn't even enough to kill a turkey.
Oh, interesting. How are logs missing? I don't know how this thing's supposed to be working. There it goes. It's figured it out.
You have to put power. You have to put logs in it for power, which actually that charcoal will work well too. Or not charcoal, but the coal will work well for that as well.
Okay.
And I meant the fire for that, by the way.
Yes. So I've now, and I can do it from inside the stockpile, it looks like. Power, fuel supply. And is there a technique for making it light up?
You start a recipe.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
so it won't just burn.
Yep, it pauses whenever it's done cooking something, which
Okay.
is nice, so that it doesn't keep using the fuel.
Do you know off the top of your head if there was one that involved berries? It doesn't look like it that I can see. I probably need to go get myself some corn.
The first ones are going to be corn, tomatoes, and canvas root.
Yes.
It's like a potato.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep working my way through it. Meister Master, we're playing a game called Eco. I did an excellent little introduction at the beginning. If you want, you can click rewind. Go watch the first maybe 4 minutes of the stream. You'll get completely up to date and then catch up with us. That's what I would recommend. Okay, carpentry table, and we need to go collect some more stone, it looks like. Okay, cool. And daylight should get to us eventually, guys. Don't worry. And yeah, new game. Basically bringing together a couple of different Patreon communities trying to keep this world from dying when a meteor hits us in 20 or so days. Alright, I'll just do some chopping here and then I'll come back and pick stuff up in a minute. Uh-huh. Perfect. Alright, let's load up here, guys. Some stone. Okay, so that's interesting. If I've claimed the property, I put my stockpile on it, I can... Interesting. So yeah, we gotta work through like this is basically we gotta work through the primitive phases. We need to get a civilization going over the next month, guys. So I'm gonna get a bunch of live streams going if people are enjoying it. If I'm enjoying it, which so far I am.
So Rally's stopped his stream. He's having a lot of audio problems.
Okay. Interesting.
So I think he's going to be working on his audio drivers for a while.
Okay. Well, we'll make the most of it. I mentioned, guys, that Tag is around a little bit later today at, I think, 6 o'clock Eastern, which is 3.5 hours from now, something like that. So, I think I will do a short stream this afternoon, maybe get myself a little house built, and then I will be back on in the evening and maybe try and time up a stream with him. And so if Rally's struggling, we can plan and do this a little bit later today. That happens. Or he can play without talking to us. That's totally possible too. Just not as much fun. Alright, let's gather up. What does it say? Am I maxed out? Right over here. Sweet. Beautiful. Now I'll head to this workbench. I'll see what it wants from me. A carpentry table. Okay, it needs a little bit more. Oh no, I've got it. Okay, perfect. So I'll figure out what this thing's all about. Okay, so now we look in the carpentry table and its options. Board, hewn logs, Wainwright table, butchery table, contract boards. I know I saw you get that thing going, Dusty. Yeah, tailoring, water wheel, windmill. Sorry, words not going so hot. And let's see. Standing torch. Okay, that'll be lovely. And a torch. That'll be nice too. And we haven't gotten any more skill points, which means I guess we get those every day, once a day, based on the food we've eaten, the shelter we've created, something to that effect. And right now, yeah, we're at the very early stages. We got a workbench. We got a little supply pile. Oh, I guess I can do I have to adjust workbench authorization for somebody like Joe too? I think so. Oh no, public. Okay.
Yeah, it'll inherit. If you go to the auth tab, it'll probably inherit from whatever your plot is set to.
Unless technically I didn't put it in the plot. I don't know how to tell that.
Right.
No,
Then you'd have to.
There we go. There we go. Cool. Alright, let me see if it's still public. Yep. Okay, interesting. That's fine. That works. Oh, Joe's got a bow. Good stuff. And the sun is rising. Okay, standing torch incoming, guys. We'll get that lit up. Is dynamic streaming? Nope. Didn't ask about it. I posted it in our chat. Didn't hear anything from him. So I don't know what he's up to. Rather do his own thing, I imagine. The heavily forested area on the map is bountiful and resources great to build on. That's what Tag's message to me says. I think we kind of caught that. We ended up picking a good area then. Okay, and the sun's risen, guys. I think my torches are a little too late for today. Collect standing torch. Collect torch. Okay, and let's go backpack. Oh no. Standing torch, let's plop that right there. Okay. fuel supply, no fuel. Okay, so then I can go over here. And I can go UTC standing torch. Interesting. It doesn't seem... Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's drag. Whoa, interesting. It won't let me drag resources onto this torch. Maybe it doesn't take regular wood or something?
It only uses torches.
Oh!
The standing torch uses a torch as fuel.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, well then I would have to put... Ooh, okay, let me figure this out then. Put this on my hotbar. And put this...
Your chat window is kind of hidden by your head, but it is giving you error messages when you try and do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, right, that one. Yes, right. I don't know the better way to do that. I could move my head somewhere. I could move my face somewhere else, but I don't know if that helps.
You can move that. You can move that chat box. I keep mine up in the top right corner.
Cool. Well, then I will do that. Here, let's try this. Interesting. I'm not sure how to move it. There. Okay, beautiful. That'll work. Alright, interesting. Alright, now the torch is going. Alright, now my torch is burning in the middle of the day. I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop it, but that's alright.
Not that I've found so far.
Not that I'm worried about it. I think we'll be fine. Alright, sun's coming up. What I should work on is the hewn logs, because those are the ones you start to use for construction projects, right?
Correct.
Alright, so let's go ahead and look in here, guys. We'll go to hewn logs. I can make 25 of them, so we can do a giant order. Okay, hewn logs incoming. Gonna plow through a bunch of our supplies, and then we'll use that to do a little building. Which it's easy to kind of pick up workstations that you've put down. Maybe not. I swear I've seen the opportunity to do that.
If you have your hammer equipped, then so left click.
That's the trick. Okay. Do I have a hammer yet? Okay, I think I need to make one. Requires basic crafting 4. Interesting. Forage.
You have to make what?
Hammer.
You should have gotten one from the tutorial.
Which step of the tutorial? Do you know off the top of your head?
Building your house, which you haven't done yet.
Right, I see it.
I think it's after the eat food, or maybe it's just hiding behind your map.
No, I see it. It was hiding down there. It wants me to go collect wild tomatoes, so I'll go make a task out of that right now. See if I can track some down. Pull up the map. We'll look for some plains. Right out this way is the way to go. Okay, that's perfect.
Tomatoes seem to be on the edge of plains and desert type area.
Okay, well, let's have a little look here, guys. Okay, still going the right direction. It'll be a bit of a journey out there, but we'll see what we can find. And we'll work through more of these tool tips then. Oh, that is a wolf. Okay, he seems more scared of me than I am of him, so...
Yeah, you won't have any problems out of the animals.
This is different than islands. The wolves will ruin your morning. Alright, and keep your eyes open for tomatoes, guys. I assume sprinting will eat up your calories to some degree, right?
It does, but it's really slow. I mean, it's virtually nothing compared to actually doing things.
Right. And it's better to do that than to walk slowly around the map like a dork. Nice, the wolves. So cool. I didn't see those yesterday. Oh, a Toidle. What's up, buddy? Alright, keep your eyes open for tomatoes, guys. Yeah, it doesn't like that I'm eating so many huckleberries. Every time I eat huckleberries, it tells me I'm getting fewer skill points a day.
You passed one of the roots as well. The kind of a blue flower on top is
Okay.
you dig them up with a shovel.
Ooh, interesting. I'll stumble. Is it not the daisy-like flower?
Not the white ones.
Okay. Oh, I
There's
think I see.
a blue flower on a long stem.
I see a thing up here. It might be dead tomatoes. Yep, I found dead tomatoes. Blue flower on a long stem. Might be this. Let's try. Yep, camas bulbs. Ooh, interesting. You can only get these if you get the shovel. I dig it. No pun intended.
And you can only get wheat if you have the scythe.
Okay. You were too hungry to work. Interesting. Okay, adding the variety of those bulbs into my diet, the game likes. Daily stats going up. Now, I can dig wheat. Does that do anything? No, I'm not digging wheat. I'm digging the ground under the wheat, I see.
Yep.
Cool. Alright guys, well we did find dead tomatoes. Let's go and see if we can find some living ones. They should be fairly easy to recognize. It's a big plant.
Yeah, and the tomatoes are bright red, so they're really easy to spot.
Yeah.
They don't seem to survive very well in the same area as the wheat. So that might be why that one is dead.
Well, I'll browse the... Oh, I see prickly pear. I know I found that yesterday. That seemed to be a good food source.
It's decent. It's not as good as the tomatoes, but it's decent to start with.
Okay, 2 prickly pear fruit. Interesting. Well, I liked it because compared to the other things where you just pick them up and the plant is gone, it seemed to me that it stayed there and would probably regrow fruit.
Yep, and that's the same with the huckleberries as well.
Oh, desert wolf. Look at this thing. That's interesting. Alright, tomatoes are the only thing. Should I avoid being in the actual desert and head back for the edges?
Yeah, you won't find any tomatoes in the desert.
Okay.
Even though tomatoes are a desert plant.
Interesting. Alright, well let me... Let's see what we can do here, guys. Bunnies. Alright. We'll find some bright red tomatoes, I'm sure of it. Psychedelic mushrooms.
It seems like the turtles are the only ones that aren't scared of you, and that might just be because they're too slow to run away.
Right. I think this world has gone tomato. Extinct tomatoes. I'm sure
it's a decent possibility with so many people on.
Well, I'm quite close to other structures and stuff now, so... I'm gonna try and move back towards my stuff. Although, I guess I'm moving away from desert.
They seem to. I've had more luck finding tomatoes up higher.
Interesting. Well, I'll keep stumbling. Jesus, somebody's got a massive stone pile. That is insane.
It's just weird to me because the tomatoes are what I have found the most often.
Yeah, I found them pretty well yesterday. I didn't have a whole lot of trouble. But I think I did find that dead one. I do see a little patch of desert out this way. Quite small, but it might give the proper biome or climate to grow tomatoes. We'll see. Oh, coming up to somebody's place. Okay, let's have a little hover over them. We'll see what we got here. Tagni Chan. Let's go down to the water's edge over here. Oh, found something. No, those are beets. Still not bad.
Beets are good too.
Now, do I have to, with these beets, do you think, like, do I have to save some in order to turn them into seeds in order to be able to
No,
farm
you
it?
should get beets and beet seeds.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you don't get seeds every time.
Okay, and here's those hewn logs that we were busy crafting, guys. Somebody's using them to make a bridge here. And there are some elements of desert to this little region, but I think I'm leaving whatever might resemble desert. Alright, and up we go. Yeah, it's a bummer that you're struggling to get on, Dusty. You're gonna be our voted our leader.
Well, I've put about 22 hours into the game so far.
Yep, that's ahead of me.
In one day, basically.
So did you find yourself enjoying it, I take it, eh?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the challenge of it is quite interesting. And the challenge of, like, the long form of the game as opposed to just surviving day to day. And figuring things out in time before it's too late. I'm getting
thinking ahead and planning what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that as soon as I shared this in our Discord, you posted and you were like, okay guys, we're gonna have to work together if we're gonna make this thing happen. Alright.
Yeah, it's definitely a community game.
Yep.
By the way, the white mushrooms are food, the red mushrooms are not.
Yeah, the red mushrooms say Amanita, and I know Amanita muscaria is a psychedelic mushroom going back through history.
Yeah.
Oh, finally. Did it. Did it. Tomatoes time. Now, with something like this, should I make sure that I leave some? Is that going to make sure others respawn, or is that not even a thing?
I would leave some. I believe that you do have to leave some in order for them to respawn.
Okay.
It's kind of like propagating in real life. You have to have some there to produce the seeds.
That was my instinct. So I'll leave 2. I'll have found 1. So if I go have a look, guys, we'll now have completed another thing on this this thing. So choose roles. Open the skill menu. I already did that, so I don't currently have any skill points. Examine the skills by mousing over them. I don't know why it's not counting me as having done that. Okay, and then choose a specialty under any profession. Don't have any points to do, so you can't unlearn things, right? And then relearn them.
Correct.
All right, so it'll I did that before before going through the steps of the thing, so I'll have to wait till I have my next batch of skill points, which should come tomorrow or whatever. I feel like I've been through 2 nights since I've been here, but maybe not. And then build a log house. It's going to be collect some of those hewn logs, get a stone hammer. So let's go figure out where our house is. Whoops. Hold on, let's hide this again. Let's pull up the map. Our house is across the ocean, it looks like. I went pretty far. Lord, where's home? Somewhere out here. I think this is us. Close to it. Right there. Alright. Anyway, let's see what the best way to do it is. Well, heck, where do we live? Or where am I currently? There. Okay. And I need to go to... I'm literally on the other side of the planet. It seems like. Oh well, had to go far to find the tomatoes. I'll follow the shoreline and generally try and get in the direction we need to go. Or should I just swim across? I'm not going to die while swimming, am I?
You shouldn't. There's no like oxygen stat or anything.
Cool. Well, we'll do this, guys. We'll try swimming. Oh, unless there's an edge of the world. I think the elevation of the ocean. No? Okay, there's just a big line of splattery lines across the middle of the ocean. It looks like you're headed for a waterfall. This isn't bad. You get to swim across the whole world. I like this. And what's up, guys? I'm trying to pay a little attention to chat. It's a little hard learning the game, chatting with Dusty. Waldo saying loving the chill. Tunes Man, Geek Tech saying how's it going? What's going on, my man? And who's the new fella? Hi, Bruno. Yes, we are. The Geeks and Tag have come together, and we're all playing in the same place, same time. So I'll be doing a little stream this afternoon. I'm gonna maybe do until I have a little house, maybe 2.5 hours, and then I'll hop back on a little bit later today when Tag gets off work and join him, and we'll do a little stream at the same time as each other. It'll be fun. But I had to go looking a very long way to go find some tomatoes, so now I make a long journey home. Chase the sun. Go past a bunch of people's houses, get back to Joe and our humble abode. We don't have an abode yet. We'll work on the abode. Yeah, there's so much to this game. I think I'll have to stream it every couple of days just to get the hang of it.
Hello.
Hello. How's she going? Let me get myself across the water. I'll alt-tab over there and see who's popped in.
Oh, it's Joe.
Oh, hello, bud.
Hey.
Perfect. How you doing?
Yeah, alright.
I had to go quite far to find some tomatoes.
Oh, to get your food stat stuff up.
Yeah, and I was trying to get some of these little tutorial things to go off the screen. I didn't think I'd have to travel so far, but I'm roughly 400 meters from home. Traveling across the desert. I should be there at some point.
Yeah, it's not a huge world.
No. I think I'm going to be going... I almost can't believe that I have to go this far. I feel like I could have turned around and gone the other way and gotten there quicker. That's how small the planet is. It's going to be interesting as we go forward with this thing, because today's stream is the super early stages. If we're playing this every couple of days, a week from now we'll be into some very different stuff, I think.
Yeah.
My plan for today, I think, man, is just get a little simple wooden house going.
Yeah. What skills did you unlock?
So I've been thinking about woodworking, and okay. I know that the carpentry basically, and I know that Dusty was thinking about the masonry stuff. I saw you with a bow and arrow already. I don't know if you thought about hunting, farming,
I went
fishing.
hunter.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what else I'm going to take. I've already found out that I need somebody with a chef skills
Right.
to actually cook the stuff I've hunted.
God, this ridiculous ravine in between.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe how massive it is. I gotta remember not to go this way.
Well, if you got your shovel, you can cut steps out.
I suppose so. Yeah.
We
Oh,
probably
is
just
what
want to build a bridge over top of it
yeah,
pretty soon.
we'll work on that.
Mhm.
I'll find a good spot to jump. That looks like it's gonna be as good a spot as any. Nope, didn't make it. All right. So I'm back to the bottom of the ravine. At night, again. Stupid. Sorry, people who are watching. Watch
If you're wanting to do a wooden house, should we clear some of these trees from this somewhere?
I think probably. The next step for me is the hewn logs, which I already started a pile of. I just wanted to get some things off that tutorial list before I got too far in. Okay, and I need to get out. Okay, come on. I can't. Come on. I can't even see where I am. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll try and use the shovel. No, is this some stone? Lord. I can't believe I came down in this stupid river again at night. Sorry, people. Oh.
I love how it shouts timber when it cuts a tree down.
Okay, how
Yeah,
the heck?
and everyone around you can hear it too.
Alright, people, I'll try and find a way out of here. God, I'm so close to home. Can't be that hard. It's just at night, it's really hard to try and see what I'm even digging. Apologies for anybody watching, but I'm in a ravine trying to get the heck out of it. And God dang it, I can't even see what's happening. I'm 80 meters from home. There, I think I did it. Oh! Lost like 10 viewers in the last minute. I just derp around in this goddamn stream.
Hey, you're up there.
I'm getting frustrated. Get me out of here. Okay, I'm out, but I'm on the wrong side of the river still.
I see you.
Yeah. How... Is there a sensible path to get back there? This is an extremely frustrating ravine. I can't even get back to my stuff.
Hey, Job, if UTC made some hewn logs, you could just go build a bridge across that real quick.
You see where I am on the map, UTC? You can swim to here and get up here.
I don't know if I do see... Okay.
If you pull your map up, you'll see where I am.
I do see that. Okay, well, let me see. I'll just head towards your icon.
Yes, if you get in the water to where I am, you can jump up here.
Okay.
And I think we can get up the cliff side here.
What? Maybe? I can't tell. Am I underground? Am I in the water? No, I'm in a hole under the ground. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm back out. Alright, yeah, I can't wait to see freedom. Get me out of here. Yes, I think I did it, dude. Okay, open plains. I see a workbench up ahead. Sweet! Alright, well, thank you, sir. Yeah, it's very hard to tell. We're gonna have to, yeah, the bridge is gonna have to be an immediate plan for that.
That ravine over there, yeah.
I wonder if we should build our first little structure next to it. Although I guess I've already claimed a little land over here. Okay. Okay, and let's go ahead and make more of those torches. We'll get the standing torch thing going. And that way we'll have a little light. I have some kamas roots that I picked up, so we should be able to get, I'll get a little campfire thing going. UTC have to build a bridge so I can navigate the map. Yep. Oh, that's you saved that. Perfect. What's up, Tasher? Welcome. Collect. Okay. And now we go here. And we drag. There. Look at that. Lit up the night. Can you see now?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot better now.
Beautiful. Alright, and I'll get more of those hewn logs going.
I've already found out that you can't stand in the stockpile and place stuff because you can get stuck.
Oh, interesting.
So make sure to stand on the edge of it.
Right, okay. Very important as your stuff on top of it. I think we're reaching our max capacity on our stockpile. Oh no, it keeps going up. Okay, good.
Just keep, yeah.
Okay. Okay, storage chest. I remember Dusty saying that's a good thing. Let's get that crafting. I will make what's next. Stockpile, standing torch, research, repair, masonry, hewn logs. Let's make a big pile of those. Okay. And then let's take a look at the carpentry station that I did right before we left. And I can now make boards, which is interesting. I think those are going to be useful in... Okay, can be used in simple crafts or used to create workbenches. Crafted at the carpentry table in the sawmill, used in bow recipe. Interesting. Did you make a bow using boards already?
No, I got given one when I learnt the skill.
Okay, cool. Oh, right. Interesting. Okay, because we can probably get into some cooler, better stuff now with this. I can make tables.
By the way, the carpentry table has to be inside a room in order for you to craft anything.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so we'll work on it.
Most of the crafting stations are that way. There's a few that aren't.
Understandable.
Most of them have to be in a room, and they have a limit as to how many crafting stations can be in that room.
Interesting. Okay, I like it. Well, storage chest coming up. What was the benefits to that? Obviously, besides...
You could... Well, so there's no way to drop things out of your inventory.
Okay. Oh, so anything that doesn't go in the stockpile, you need something like this, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's stash that there for now. Alright, and I'm going to get working on this. I still don't have any skill points. I wonder when that's going to happen again. It's been day and night several times. It says I should be getting 20 a day, I thought.
Yeah.
I think that is a real-time day.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay, wow.
Man, how are we going to stop this meteor? How are we going to get to space cannons that can blast a meteor out of the sky?
I'm going to talk to Tag, but there's a way that you can enable skill points per thing that you do,
Right.
or per time that something takes to craft, that sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to talk to him about getting that started up.
Right. All right, people. I've got hewn logs going. Are there already some in this? These are hewn logs, right? In the stockpile? Oh, here. Don't stand on it. Stand to the side. Hewn logs. Nope, don't take those in campfire. Put those on the hotbar, maybe. Let's do that. Ooh, that didn't work either. Okay, let's see if I can figure it out. Select on toolbar. Inventory only accepts non-carried items. Oh, I see. I understand now. Okay, so 5 hewn logs in hand. And then select the stone hammer with your inventory. Select the form you want to build the logs in. Oh, what does that sentence mean? Select the form you want to build the logs in by selecting it on the toolbar as shown.
So to start out with, you have 2 different forms that you can build in, a wall or a foundation.
Right.
And so if you hold control and use your mouse wheel, it'll switch between the 2.
I see. Interesting. So there's like a cube and then a sort of a flat, basically a floor. I guess, yeah, floor and a wall, like you were saying. So where do you think makes sense? Is it important that I build inside my own claimed land? Or should I just head to wherever the edge of that ravine?
You'll probably want it to be claimed wherever you do, but you still have 3 claim plots left.
Okay, interesting.
And you have to hold shift and use your scroll wheel.
Yes, I did see it shift back and forth a little. Okay, so what I'll do, I'm gonna level out some of the claimed land I've used.
Well, when you were scrolling, you were changing your item that you were using.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
So you took out your hammer. So that flat one is what it looks like when you're just placing it on the ground without building.
Right.
You'll need to you have to have the hammer out in order to do the other ones.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. I got you now. I don't think, yes, you're right. I wasn't doing that right. Okay, so for now, I'm going to go ahead and put these back. And I will work on flattening out some of this little area.
Is there a way of sort of building more of the claim stuff?
I think we might be limited to...
So as you learn skills with the skill books and skill scrolls, you get more of the claim things.
Alright, and I'm just going to check and see where my claim land goes here. Goes all the way out to here. So I'm going to try leveling out. Basically, like, you see this little corner I'm in down here, Joe?
Yeah.
That's kind of the corner of what I've already claimed, so I'm going to try and get it all on one level, and then I'll start building a little house. So it'll be, I think, a little bit of derping around with the shovel. And then as this game goes on, go ahead, Dustin.
When I built my house on the other server, I sunk the foundations down into the ground so that you could just walk right in and out of the house.
Okay.
Because if you build the foundations onto ground level, you have to jump to get in the door.
Oh, okay.
But if you sink the foundations down one, then you can just walk straight in from the ground.
Right. And let me very quickly work on this campfire and see if I can make this. Oh, you know what? Tallow is something I don't have yet. Is that something that you've gotten from hunting, Joe?
No, I have an entire carcass on me.
Oh, okay. So
and
Yeah,
I
so
can't do it because I need campfire cooking too in order to do it. 'Cause an elk.
interesting.
Right.
And I get tallow from that.
And there is a butchery station that I see, but we'll have to get to the point where we've got a building to put the carpentry station inside before I can use it to craft anything.
Yeah.
So okay, so I'll just do a little. You know what? Let's grab the basic. I'll start laying out the foundation like Dusty was talking about with.
And I need a butchery skill scroll to unlock that as well.
Right, which is, you know, you can't necessarily be the hunter and the chef, right?
Well, hunting and chefing is different, but hunting and butchery is in the same specialty.
I see.
But
right.
Butchery, you need a skill scroll to unlock it.
Yeah, and the skill scrolls are in the research table.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to want to start with. And I'll work out a little sunken foundation, a la Dusty's suggestion. And the place doesn't have to be too big for now. I can work on filling in the ground around it as time goes forward here. Oops. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do something, so if I go back to my hammer, I can pick up. Is that a thing? Oh, crap.
Yeah, right click is place, left click is pick up.
Okay. Okay, and keep eating food, dude. Yeah, because I can't use the commerce root that I've collected.
You can. You just can't make the comma smash yet.
Right.
There's another one. You have to learn it via the cooking.
Interesting.
Cooking
So
skills.
we need to cook pretty quickly then.
Yeah. All right, we need one of these geeks to get on here and join us, I think. Nope. Okay. God dang, misclicking this stuff.
Want some of this back here dug out, or
You know
just
what?
leaving it?
I haven't claimed too much in that general direction. I think my claim probably ends roughly along this little line that I've built. Let me see here.
You can build outside the claim and then just claim it later.
Right, okay. Interesting. Yeah, my claim is actually on this line. Right here that I'm walking down.
Well, so normally I get a notification of your claim zone, but I'm not getting that right now.
Interesting. Okay, well let's...
Oh no, it's over here. It's because I've got the map open. Oh yeah, it stops.
But why don't I go ahead and claim that one? I think that's... Oh, unless I claimed... Is there space in between my two claims? I hope not. There we go. That's properly done. I'll save my last one for later. Dang it. Alright, and I'll go keep working on the hewn logs. Here, collect more wood, craft it into hewn wood, and fully enclose a room with walls and ceilings. Interesting. And we'll put those onto this carry point. Alright. Sweet. Getting started. Little building. The building seems decent in the game. Obviously, it's not a building first game. It's got other... Whoops.
One thing that I've discovered, which you haven't got to this point yet, but if you want to build above 2 walls high, it's much easier to just jump up on top of the wall than try and find the snap points. It's very hard to find the snap points from the ground if you're building a wall more than 2 high. Which you have to have the walls 3 high for most of the crafting stations.
Ah, okay, I hear you. That makes sense.
And you can't dig with hewn logs in your carrying slot.
Yes, I have learned. I'm a step ahead of you now. Like I said, I should have called this derping our way through it. Something like that. Should have named the stream so people knew it would be a little bit clumsy as I get started here. Okay, and I'm gonna take... Let's go backpack. Let's get that off so we don't accidentally claim anything. Okay, and let's grab... Hide the backpack, hop in here. Put the hewn logs in the carry slot. Okay. Go back to this, and... Ooh, okay. There's a little tree in the way. Interesting. Axe it? Maybe? Yep. Okay. Sweet.
Usually you can just dig the ground underneath the tree like that and it'll just go away.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, one of these little tiny trees. I called this place UTC's Landing. It just like auto makes up little place names.
Yeah, it does. Mine on the other server is Dusty P. Berg.
Yes, I saw that. I like UTC's Landing. That's romantic sounding. It's got some whimsy to it. Alright, maybe I'd dig out a little bit here. Let's put those back. Oh, too hungry to work. Keep eating. Yeah, we'll end up, guys. By the time I have a little house, we'll feel good and call it a stream. Yep, very small download, Disorderly. Was not bad at all to download the game. And so far running very smoothly. The only glitch is the one that's keeping Dusty from joining us right now. And there are, like, you can end up making excavators, like full-on construction equipment as we go forward, right? I've seen that.
Yep, and all of that adds to the air pollution. So you just have to be careful with that.
Right. But if you just keep digging with a wooden shovel, you're never going to get to the point where you can stop a meteor.
Right.
You'll be doomed. So
and it'll be it's nicer once you get to the point where you have one of the little hand carts.
Uh-huh.
Because I think you can have like 25 dirt cubes in this cart, and you just pull it around.
Oh, nice.
So you dig it up, put it in the cart, and you just do that 25 times. And then when you go to empty it, if you just take it out of there by left-clicking, you take 10 at a time. So you can hold 10 in your shovel, and then just go place 10 of them all at once.
Oh, sick. All right. Well, good things await, guys. Good things await with this game as we get better at it. I'm just trying to fill in some of the hidden holes under the ground here. Seems to be a thing where if you're not paying attention, all of a sudden you realize, oh wait, there's a little cavern hiding under here. Alright, and now we can get more of the hewn logs. Alright, and then we'll select the hammer. We'll place a few more foundations along this line. Is there a sort of a minimum dimension you think I should get going for this place before I start putting walls on it, Dusty? Like, how am I doing on that front?
I did an 8x8. Seemed decent, so something in that range. That'll allow you to have, I think, like 4 crafting tables and a few storage bins in there.
5x8 at the moment, but I can definitely keep expanding. Let's put this stuff back in the pile. And I guess we can make sure, unless that's what you're doing, Joe, are you making sure that the hewn ones are crafting up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can just keep digging, keep terraforming. And yeah, the game caught my attention. I was worried at first glance. I looked at it and just sort of from a graphical perspective, when you look before you understand the simulation aspects of it, I was like, oh, this looks like it might just be, islands with less detailed building, but it's not. It's a very different game. Full-on ecosystems, balanced roles and professions, and yeah, it's a more grown-up game, I would think. And my character keeps getting hungry. Right, it really does want you to eat that varied diet. If you guys look in the top right there, it's telling me how many points I'm supposed to get a day. And it's like if I eat the same thing twice, it goes down. If I eat different things, then it goes up.
Also, hidden behind you is the food and housing icons.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's show people. Nope. Hold on a sec. What have I done? Face cam. Unlock. Yeah, behind me there, guys. So, I don't know. It's, yeah, the game's got a lot going on. I guess I can move them. Oh. I can move them, probably off on my HUD too, right?
Yeah, you can move them.
Okay, so interesting. Nutrition. Okay, carbs, protein, fat, vitamins. High on vitamins and carbs, but that's just about it. And then housing over here, I have none. So that makes total sense. Alright, I'm just going to keep doing a little digging, carving out a little spot for our foundation, and then we'll start putting up walls, guys, and we can start moving crafting stations in. And then at some point we'll call it a stream. And I mentioned I'm going to be back later today, whenever Tag is around, to do a little bit more. Maybe he can show me how far his people have gotten. I did see a quick scan of the map that there seemed to be a decent amount of stuff around, so maybe they have begun diversifying into professions, and I think there were about 10 of them yesterday when they started playing, so they'll be a step ahead of us on that front, where there were maybe 4 or 5 of us who logged on last night to your server.
Yeah, I think there was 5 have been on my server so far.
Yeah, well, we'll try it out.
But I'm expecting a couple other people to join. Your new patron yesterday, Disorderly Craft, was going to join us.
And this is the first time I'm sharing it on the channel too, so I think people will see us playing.
Yeah, I haven't
want to join in.
I haven't been on Dusty's server yet either, so I should probably do that.
Oh no, I think for me at least, I played a little bit last night before I knew the details with Tag, but he and I had been talking about how to bring everybody together. I think we'll probably want all hands on deck here, try and get skillful enough to not die, survive the meteor.
Yeah, the way I have the other one set up, the meteor's disabled, and the you gain the skills a lot faster. So it's more just for a testing and just trying things out type thing.
Well, and it worked because, like you said, you were able to, within 20 hours or so, you were able to get some decent progress down.
There you go. There's a few more Pune logs on there for you.
Awesome. Well, I am, I think, ready to start slapping some in. Alright, let's go select the hammer.
Just gonna... if I place a couple, just to see what it's like.
Oh, get in there, please. I think I was thinking that, at least. And then, yeah, if you have the hammer out. And I'll start trying walls. So if you have the hammer out and you hold control... Oh, is that what it was? Shift. Oh, why is it not showing for me there? Okay, yes, I see that. Now I've got a wall. And rotate? Or do I have to...
It
oh, okay, I see it, yeah. Mouse wheel to see.
Interesting.
If you place one next to it, it'll rotate.
I see what you're saying. Right, okay. Ooh, and you know what we should do? Let's get that torch going again. Alright, so, and I think it can hold 2, so let's go in here, just to show people how we're doing it. And we'll try and make 2 torches. Order. And another one. Alright, Sean, thank you for watching, my friend. Sinful Souls, I'm not sure about the next time I'll stream The Long Dark, but I had a lot of fun doing it yesterday. We got a silly amount of support for it, so it definitely won't be too long before we get that going again. I mentioned once a week, but we'll see, guys. I'm really enjoying streaming. I'd like to get to a point where I'm streaming every day, close to it. Okay, so there's a torch. Beautiful. Light up the night. So, have you tried a little bit of the placing?
I have, yeah. I filled the floor in and did a little bit more wall.
And did you do any? Yes. Okay, perfect. And the walls seem to be figuring themselves out. Dusty mentioned the best thing to do is get up on your wall. Oh, we might have to take this old tree down at some point here.
I can do that. We're running short on logs if we want. Anyway,
Well, we'll
I'll set
see.
some more. Yeah, we've only got 5 logs left.
Okay. Well,
Let's.
I can give you a hand. I think the log chopping is a skill that's going to come for me with the carpentry.
Yeah, and eventually, as you level up your carpentry, you'll get more efficient with crafting the hewn logs.
Right. Get more bang for your
I
buck,
think
so to speak.
Max level, a max level on carpentry on the other server, and I can do. I think 100 hewn logs only takes 40 logs.
Mm. Oh, and I missed Yag's question. I think the Patreon tiers for Tag for Raleigh and I are all the same. I think it's I don't know what Tag calls them. For us, it's the Ramshackle, but I basically the $5.
From what I noticed in his Discord earlier, he's got dukes and princes and princesses and things like that.
Right. But I think the same. I think most people in our little the Ark world have that barrier to entry to join servers at the $5 point, I believe. So I think Tags is the same. So yeah, for us, if you're joining mine, it's called Ramshackle, and then you don't just get this, you get Ark, you get Islands, you get whatever we're gonna offer and have. Which I'm excited. I mean, there will come a day when people are less interested in Ark, and it's always going to be good to keep an eye out for the next thing that is going to grab people's attention. Who knows what it'll be? This game, because this game started as a Kickstarter game, so it's been around a little while. I remember watching Biffa, maybe one of the old Hermitcraft guys, play it a little bit.
One of the things we got told earlier, UTC, is you don't clear the sort of all the debris that falls when you chop a tree down, like the stump and stuff. It doesn't respawn.
Oh, okay.
So you should probably keep chopping all that off as well.
Oh, interesting. So like the wood pulp, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Leave that?
No, chop it up, and otherwise it doesn't let the stuff respawn.
Perfect. I thought you were saying the opposite of that.
No.
Okay, cool. I thought for some reason if I left it, maybe that helped with.
In real life, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
but in game terms, apparently
the breakdown.
Only need to chop it all off and get rid of it.
Makes sense. That's what I've been doing. I don't like seeing debris laying around anyway. Well, people who have been watching me know I've been playing Islands, and when you play Islands, there's so much debris from trees. It's silly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's not bad. We did a decent job there. And I think I can simultaneously... Oh no, I can't do anything with this station yet. Forgot about that. And I wonder...
Your storage chest is done. You see.
Oh. Let me see. Wait, did I craft that recently?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I already put one down over here.
Okay. I had another batch of hewn logs going.
Okay. Yeah, I did not mean to. Here, I'll put one where the house is gonna be. Seems like it would make some sense.
Can you? Oh yeah, okay, you can pick it back up again and stuff.
Yeah, is the hammer key to that? I think.
Just appears to left click on it, I think.
Okay, interesting.
The look of it.
Okay, right. Something like that. And you know what? I'll do that with this station as well. Nope, that's not doing anything. There you go. Hammer is essential for some things. Nice. Alright, I'll grab a little stack of logs. And go to the hammer. Alright, little log cabin coming together here, guys. Little starter house. What's going on? There we go. Oh, I see what Dusty's saying. It does really help to be on top here. Otherwise, yeah, it's almost impossible to find a snap point once you get up to this tier, or this height.
So is it better to sort of do a step system sort of thing?
Well, I don't know. As long as we can get up there, I don't think it makes too big a difference.
So we can jump on the tables and stuff to get up here.
Yeah. And then I am going to be able to use soon, once we get some cover for this thing, I'm going to be able to do some things in it here that will be useful. And I think the first one I saw...
That tree is kind of coming into the house a little bit too much, really, isn't it?
I think it's probably time to chop it. Door. That's the thing I was going to check. Requires woodworking 1. Well, I have 1 skill point. How did I get 1 skill point?
They do gradually come through. It's not like a 20 at once. I've gone from 1 to 2 in the last little while, sort of thing.
So what did it tell me I needed for the door? Not that the door is totally urgent. What did I say? Woodworking 1. Okay. So let's go see if that's achievable with 1 point. Woodworking. Level 0, upgrade to level 1. Success. Okay, I can now open this and make a door. Okay, but nothing will craft until this building is technically indoors. So let's keep working on this stuff here. Let me get up. There's a little bit of junk on top of the house. Chop that down. And we'll hop in here, grab some more hewn. Whoops, put those here. Open. Hewn log. Okay, cool. And I'm going to use my logs to get to a point where we're completing this. Hammer. Place. Okay, beautiful. Hammer. Place. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the ways to do it, is just be up on top. Alright, I'm gonna grab an axe. I'll go chop down a couple more trees. And we've got this frozen plateau just beside us here. It's pretty cool. Ooh, and let me, guys, update the viewer count, because there's fewer of you guys watching than it shows. The level of depth the devs have for crafting and resource collection is great. I guess leveling up those skills might be the problem. Yeah, so we're gonna need to do that. That's why we can't. That's why Joe can't spend his time leveling up the chef ability so that he can cook the food he's chopped down. We need to get somebody.
I've got a dead elk in my inventory that I can't do anything with until I get 5 point.
Try
5 point.
Try using that chest if you did need to free up that inventory space.
I'm alright for the moment, but yeah, I should probably put it in a chest, and if someone comes along that can cook, they can use it then, can't they?
So we have got, and we should make some notes over in our chat, but we have now got or we reach out to Tag's people, right? Because some of Tag's crew can be, he's probably got somebody who's started learning that skill already, right? Alright, and I'm too hungry to work, so...
There's a fairly large stack of huckleberries in the chest now as well.
Okay, interesting. Well, I may have to go back for those. Okay, so I have a stone axe. And I now have a metal axe. Let me make sure I'm using the proper axe. I don't know about that. Oh, this axe is so much better. I love it.
So I'm back. I noticed that when you're eating, you only eat like 1 or 2 at a time, UTC. If you take a look down that bottom left, that multicolored circle,
yep.
Which is your food.
Eat until that fills up the whole circle?
Eat until that's all the way full.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, then we're going to have to track down some food. We'll work on it. But yes, I mentioned that we're going to need to get the next person that comes on. What do we got covered? Hunting, woodworking, and then masonry. Then after that, we'll need a cook. Beautiful. And let me see. Go in these chests over here. Okay. Oh, and I see a stack of berries.
I got like 200 of them when I first logged in.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and those berries are good for if you look at the bottom circle, it says they're good for vitamins. So one of your sort of...
Right.
4 groups.
Alright. Thank you, Dusty. I have now gotten that fairly full. I've probably not been that full since we started. Oh, and how is that choose roles task still not choose a specialty under any profession? I've already done that. Okay, alright.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
you have to actually do it while that's up.
Skip the task then. That's fine.
You say the dark coloured stone was coal, Dusty?
Yeah, the black. It's
probably
black.
Should probably mine that before we build over it then.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, these skill points, I mean, you really don't want to mess around with the current way that they're set up. You want to make sure you make the most of it. Alright, so I'm maxed out on that, on weight. The strong back one is probably making a difference already.
I haven't noticed a whole lot. It doesn't seem like it affects your carry items, just what you have in your backpack.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. And remove stumps as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Done. Coming back down. Let's get some hewn ones crafting. And then for a door, am I going to... For a door, excuse me. For a roof, am I going to go back to the foundation shape?
Yeah, for now. I think you have to get to woodworking 2 or 3 before you can build a roof.
Interesting. Because I can probably do that with my first batch of hewn logs that come out of here. I'll take those. Alright, and if I scroll down to my hammer... Alright, let's take a look here, guys. And if I go shift, scroll... Okay, interesting. So let's find a little space here. Right, I think this is the way to do it then.
With that queuing, you can queue up as much as you want, even if you don't have the resources for it at the time.
I see that.
And then when you get the resources, it will
Put them to use.
It'll put them to use. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So on the roof, I recommend you just build all the way around the walls, and then it's actually easier to put the ones in the middle if you do it from the inside.
Okay,
On
interesting.
the floor.
Alright, I'll take those. Let's see if we need to be crafting some here. Nope, it's busy working. Sweet. Alright, well, I'm very much enjoying my first day of this game. So far, so enjoyable. Second day, I guess, technically, but didn't really get much time in. I might have done 2 hours last night to your 22. Before I felt like I had that moment. I'm sure you guys have it every once in a while where you realize you've been playing too long because you're starting to fall asleep at your keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Even though
especially in Ark.
Yeah. It's rare for me. I usually am like, excuse me. Sorry, it's not usually the game playing that I'm doing for the late night. It's usually I'm editing something and drifting off while I'm trying to edit. But rarely am I playing and hitting that point. So it was a little different for me. I don't think there is a medical profession sinful, but we do get into we get. So what's happening now? Plan research. Okay, so to avoid in order to stop the meteor, you're going to need some advanced technology. Check out the full tech tree and consider the path your society needs to take. So open the skill menu. This is a good question for a good time. Click show all. So normally if I don't click show all, then we can only see the low-level technologies that are available to us up to Smith, right? If I click show all, we can see stuff below Smith. Right now that's just Taylor. Interesting. So engineer is a specialty. So let's take a look at this. Basic engineering, electronics, industry, mechanics, oil drilling. Interesting, right? So that means somebody at the early stages of the game might have to abandon one of the basic things and move on to something else. And then I wonder what path something like. Do you know if there's anything like medicine or like anything along those lines?
There doesn't appear to be a health bar, so I don't think there'd be medicine.
Right. Interesting.
To be honest with you.
So with the see all chunk of this available, guys, I can see what's available to me. So I've got the hewing, which is logs and then planks and things like that, it looks like. I have logging, which is chopping down trees. I have wood constructor, which I guess that has to do with putting wooden things together, something like that. Then lumber, which is probably once I get to a sawmill. Then paper milling, which would be turning this wood pulp I'm slowly collecting from every tree I chop down into paper, which who knows where we go from there. I don't know what paper is going to be used for.
Mason can also use the wood pulp to make like a pitch, a mortar type thing.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah, there's two options for that. You can either use sand, which is ground up stone, or wood pulp.
Interesting. Joe, our little house is slowly coming together.
Yep, just been doing a little bit of landscaping.
Beautiful. I'll keep derping around with stockpile. Okay.
Yeah, I dug that coal out that was half underneath the house and refilled the hole.
Okay, cool.
So I didn't sort of waste it.
And I'll leave a little spot for a door for now. I don't know how big doors actually are, but it looks like nothing I do here is going to be necessarily permanent. I can go up and go, you know what, I didn't want that, let's pick that back up.
How are we doing for the logs and stuff?
Well, I just did,
right.
that was my last project, was chop down a few logs. Alright, and now...
I'll keep the hewn logs coming.
Now I'm wanting to be up on top here so that I can properly build. Okay, cool. And we'll hop over here. And we'll put this in. Perfect, and now we're going to want to be up on top of the wall. And hold shift, scroll until we get the foundation one. Place. Beautiful. Okay, I like this. I like that I managed to get a building profession out of the job. Hopefully a useful one as the game goes forward. I like it.
Imagine later on it gets the sort of mason is the guy we need sort of thing for the stone construction and stuff. And brick and things like that, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that route once I can get in.
You still having that glitch?
Yeah, I was talking to the devs, and it was a known bug. It's fixed in the build version, but it's not released yet.
Right. Well, I'm glad it happened to you and not me, man. I've been a couple hours of streaming. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was struggling with it. And probably neither would you if it had happened to me, because you would have stopped playing in order to help me. So, could have been worse, I suppose. But no, I'd like to see you get in, man. You had the best grasp of the game, on the game of any of us, to start.
Yeah, I'll get in eventually.
And, but yes, I mentioned to you guys I'm planning on streaming again later. When Tag's around, and hopefully when O'Reilly's figured out his audio issues.
Yeah, I'm hoping Tag and I can work on that before that stream. Then I can be on there with you.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, he said I think he gets off maybe before this, but he was thinking 6 o'clock Eastern was when he suggested to stream, and I was like, I don't think I can wait that long. After having suggested it to people, they seemed interested, so I'm gonna get started. But I told him I'd be willing to stream twice today, and I assume people would be willing to watch me stream twice today.
Yep, you've got 38 watching right now.
Still going strong. We hit into the 50s today, which is always good. Yesterday was one of the first times that it happened. Maybe the first time that it happened for a game other than Ark. That Long Dark stream was quite a good one. Lots of folks came out and supported it, so that's something I'll in my head I was like, okay, well, not many people are gonna come watch me stream Long Dark. That'll just mean I'll just open up some time in the schedule for more of this game, assuming people like it. And then there was a silly amount of support for Long Dark yesterday. I think I got $69 in those super chats and tips and stuff. So and had 50 plus people watching for a big chunk of it. So that's enough to make me want to come back and do it again. So we started a challenge in the Long Dark, a new challenge in the Long Dark, and one that's probably going to be 5, 6, 7 streams before we get to the end of it. So I'm going to keep that going for a while for sure. Alright. My camera's bugging out a little here, guys. Don't stress it too much.
You can finish up that task. Just hover over that blue text and then go off of it.
I've had to go looking for food, by the way. I'll keep scrounging for the both of us as well.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
In the tooltip for the task.
Right.
In that blue text, the research table, just hover over that.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. I see what you're saying. Beautiful. I thought it was a in-game thing here. And then I'm going to find one of the chests just inside this little house here and put my old axe in there so that I don't accidentally think to use it. And somebody put their land claim slots in there. Were those yours, Joe?
Yeah, they were mine, yeah. I wasn't using them, so I thought I'd put them.
Cool.
Clear up some space.
Yeah.
You can expand out your claim a little bit if you want over them, I don't mind.
Well, we can. This is This is UTC's land. We can call this Geeks Landing if we want. I'm happy to share a house with most of you guys. Most of you. A few of you are complete animals. Now, this will be fun if we get a good crew coming out for this and trying to stop this meteor.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get at least enough to get all the professions covered.
Yes, and if not, tags people are here. One of the things about this game, guys, there's currencies. So, and you can have your currencies be based on a resource like the gold standard or the petrodollar, or you can just have a fiat currency where you know it doesn't have a basis to determine its value other than what people will trade it for, which is quite cool. And there could be multiple currencies in the game, so tags people can have their own money and we can have our own money.
Well, everyone starts out with credit, and you can build up credit with people. So, like you automatically have infinite credit for yourself,
right?
And then then other people can build up credit, and so you can just trade credit back and forth as well.
Okay. Alright, well let me see about, let's see how we're doing on the hewn log front. Coming along. I head over to this pile, see what I got here. Oh, some crafting as we speak. And then what I'll do, guys, as soon as I have a little roof on this, I'll be able to hop in here, and I've already preloaded the door project, so we'll be able to put a door on the place. And then we'll have a little home away from home.
And the door is only too high, so you want to put another wall up at the top there.
Interesting. That might be difficult. We'll see if it'll
It's
let me.
not too hard.
No? I guess I can always build up to there and remove the ones underneath if it doesn't let me.
Okay, so we've got quite a lot of
oh no, I see.
fiddleheads around us, and which is apparently food. So, in this forest around us, so it's
that's
not
good.
bad.
That is good to hear.
I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, fiddleheads in. I used to work in a very trendy sort of hipster restaurant. Right before I moved out to this farm, when I was still living in Ottawa in the early days of the channel. And the place I was working with, very trendy, very popular, very successful, but they would, the amount of hipsters that would freak out when fiddlehead season would hit, they'd get so excited. It was just, they were a very trendy thing. It's like the little tiny, not unfurled, furled, I guess, head of a fern, basically. So if you picture a baby
and they're all
fern,
curled up.
yeah, and very delicious. But I think they'd just cook them I think my chef would cook them in bacon grease and serve them with, I don't know what.
We would just eat them raw as trail snacks.
Nice. No, this was people were paying $12 for a plate with like 3 fiddleheads on it. So.
That's insane.
But then you'd order like 12 plates. Like you ordered lots and lots of little plates. Their food was very, very good. It was of all the restaurants I've worked at, it was the most proud of the food there to serve it, because it was delicious and people freaking loved it. But people also got way too serious about it.
So, trying to do my first login to the server itself.
Oh, hello.
How you doing? Sorry, Kermit Coffee just jumped in.
Welcome, Karvik. I'm gonna turn you down just real quick, but you weren't too loud.
Thanks.
You were good. I have basically
Cool.
most people I have to put at like 40% volume. So the first time I'm in chat with somebody, and I think we've been in
jumps.
chat before, but it's been a while.
It has been.
It's I gotta turn somebody down. So you sound good. People saying hello
Cool.
there. Chat.
Hello.
Oh, and I see
So-
a couple people in chat. Let me pay attention to the game here for a sec. Yeah, we'll get you in. If you have questions, bug us. We'll see if we can help. I'm going to make a couple torches in here, but I did see Lizzie Gwynn in chat, so I want to say hello. And then Terrell, whose name I've been saying wrong. Terrell is Wicked Turtle in the Geeks Discord there. Okay, and let me pay a little attention to you guys. Someone's saying digging the music. Yeah, the music's all Josh Woodward today, guys. I just picked my, I think it's called my Live Chill playlist. I used to use it in the early days of live streaming before I discovered DJ Quads. And then for a game like this, and for a game like I had going yesterday with Long Dark, I feel like this music's a little better than the fun, upbeat stuff. We're getting there. Let me dive in here. Ooh, baby, okay. So I'm getting very close. I might be able to put the roof on this here, Joe. Not quite, but I'm going to be very close. Okay, so following your instructions here, Dusty, I have built all the way around the outside. Now I am beginning to roof over the place.
So, quick question. At the join server section,
Yes.
try and put it into the add server and seem to be getting stuck there.
Interesting.
So a lot of times after you add the IP address, you have to hit escape to go out of the join server menu and then go back into it, and then it'll show up in the favorites.
Gotcha.
And I did a search by IP and port, and I was able to find it.
Oh, it worked exactly the way it was supposed to right there. For whatever reason, it decided to recognize it after I went back in.
Yep. Beautiful. Man, I'm using these hewn logs as fast as we can hew them. So we've got a little spot when you do get in here, Karmic, that's all set up. Not all set up, but we're working on setting it up. I'm making hewn logs, making torches. Just gonna try and simplify this crafting list here, so we can get to the torches, maybe.
It's not liking the password that was inside the server area.
Interesting.
It worked for me.
I'll try it one more time.
I did post one password to start and another one after, but I feel like I properly edited it. If not,
Yeah, I was using the second one.
the one with the D in it, not to give anything
Yep.
away. Okay. And capitalized?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Well, games, what would we call this? A beta stage, I think?
You got it. I've been
Early
looking
beta.
forward to this game for a long time. It's gorgeous.
Yes. We're slowly learning how to do things. I'm now making torches, which will be wonderful.
Yeah, I believe it came out of alpha a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
It likes
So
it this
still
time.
very early beta.
Storage. Okay, so now we put the okay, light up the night, and I'm gonna put a backup torch in there. That is sweet. Okay, so we can think ahead, Joe, and we can queue up our next couple torches. Let's make one more, and then I'm gonna get the hewn logs going still, and then we can move our workbench thing to the inside after this. Alright, and I'll see if we got any hewn logs hiding in the stack here. A few.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm back again now.
Oh, all good, brother, please.
I had to go put some more wood in the fire before it died out.
Not in-game. In real life.
No. In real life, yeah. Yeah, what a week for the heating system to give out.
Uh-huh. I saw it. Joe, you live in England, obviously. Is it a part that doesn't get a whole lot of snow, typically? I know England in general, you're not getting drenched in snow every winter, but...
No, not every winter, but we tend to get a little bit.
Yeah, you posted some pictures from the farm, and it looked like my farm here.
Yes. Yes. Canadian friend told me that actually my temperature was actually lower than his.
Yeah,
that day.
Yeah. The day you
Yeah,
posted the snow pictures, all my snow had melted away, so...
Yeah, it was 3 degrees with him that day, and it was -2 with me. Which is usually the other way around.
Yeah.
I've had to get my snowblower out 4 or 5 times in the last 2 weeks. We got so last week we got 2 storms, about 6 inches each, and then over the weekend we got about 3 inches, and then on Monday we got another 6 or 7 inches.
Interesting.
And then yesterday when we woke up, it was -6 Fahrenheit, which is somewhere around -15 Celsius, if I remember right.
Yeah, this side of England, we don't normally get this sort of weather because we've got the don't tend to have all the bad weather blowing in from. But
we've got a little house.
Yeah, we had
roof on it and everything. My door is currently crafting over in the carpentry station, which I worked out much earlier.
I see buildings.
Right. Okay, so what you should do is pull up your map and see if you can track us in particular down, because there are a lot of other citizens of this world.
Gotcha.
Let a tag
coordinates are 3265-ish.
Yeah, so if you press M, you should be able to find us. Yeah, 4040, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
And what I can do, I think, is authorization. What part of this needs to be authorized?
What's
Just
the name of the
file.
camp?
UTC's Landing, I think.
Gotcha.
We are. Yeah, I would say just go rotate around until you see those little coordinates and see if you can track anything down. See if you can track us down.
Little green boxy thing on the map. Color I get.
I like that it's a circular globe in their map. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I circumnavigated it earlier in my hunt for tomatoes.
Oh, I found it.
Getting...
Okay. I'm clear across the world.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, it won't take too long to get over there.
Yeah, I tried that too, Joe. Best way to do it's come from behind.
Oh yeah, come up the cliff behind us. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I've been streaming for a little under 2.5 hours, and I have gotten us to the point, almost to the point, where we have built a structure complete with a door. As soon as that door is done, which is about 2 minutes away, guys, I think I'll call it a stream. But I did let you all know I'm going to be back later today, hopefully with Dusty, actually in the world, hopefully with Arali, and I know Tag is going to be on. So I'm going to plan that around 6 p.m. for tonight, which is 2 hours from now. So once this door is done, we'll wrap this thing up. I'll do a quick shout out, first of all, to Disorderly, who's a new patron, and made sure I got a copy of the game in time for today when the devs had not replied to me. So thank you to him, and then to all you guys who joined me. We're going to get a little civilization going here. We're going to get building. Everybody who's playing in this world is a patron of either me, Arali, or Tag. Links for both those guys, their channels, their Patreon, all that stuff's in the description. And for you guys who are here now, I'm going to probably keep playing until I have to stream again, but I didn't want to just keep the stream going endlessly. I'll call this episode 1 and be back with episode 2 later today. I don't know. Shout out to Patreon supporters, and we'll get into... What would you expect us to be able to get into a couple hours from now, Dusty, if we keep derping around?
Well, first thing is we'll have to expand the house, because that's not going to last very long.
Farming, too?
We'll have to start with farming. Once I can get in there, we'll start in with some stonework. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get into making metal either.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure if we'll be able to get to that today or not.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll be back. We'll keep this thing going. If you guys enjoy it, click the like button, and if you haven't done it, go ahead and subscribe. And I think we'll be playing more of this game, at least for the next 26 or however many days. There's the Meteor. I spotted the Meteor. 24 days, 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 48 seconds. We got time.
And we do need more people. So any of the geeks that want to join.
Yeah, if you're currently,
we need a cook and
currently
a couple
a patron,
other things.
Come in, fill a role, and if you're not, become a patron, pick up the game. If you already have whatever it is, and come do this thing with us. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so let's take a look. Would my door have gone straight into the stockpile? Is that how that works? I wonder.
It should be in storage. Okay. Storage box.
Yep, I see that. Okay, so let's put that. Oh, it's not a carry thing. So let's put the door in and rotate. Place. Done. House complete.
When you place the door, if you place it from the inside, it will open in. If you place it from the outside, it will open out.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know what I prefer, but whatever I did will work, and if not, I can undo it. Okay, cool. Well, that does it. We got a little somewhat complete house. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you a little bit later today with another stream. Thank you to everybody else who joined, and if you're hopping on now, we'll get to work, go have some fun, and get some stuff done in between now and episode 2. So thank you guys. See you next time.